Hello everybody. Dear students, in this video I am going to teach three important topics. One is denaturation of protein, second one is enzymes, third one is vitamins. These three topics only I am going to teach to you. First one is denaturation of protein. Okay. Denaturation. What do you mean by denaturation? When we do some physical change in protein, one kind of protein is converted into another one kind of protein. This is called as denaturation. When we do some physical change means what? We have to change pH, temperature. I am going to take one protein. Protein means what? Polymer of alpha amino acid is called as protein. This is protein. These are all alpha amino acid. This whole part is called as protein. Polymer of alpha amino acid is called as protein. I am going to do some physical change. Physical change means I am going to change its temperature, or I am going to change its pH. How will you change its pH? By adding acid or by adding base. When we add acid, its pH will reduce. When we add base, its pH will increase. When you change its temperature or pH, this amino acid sequence will change. This amino acid move towards here. So amino acid sequence will change. So one kind of protein is converted into another one kind of protein. This is called as denaturation. Very clear? When we do some physical change in protein, what will happen? One kind of protein is converted into another one kind of protein. What's the reason? Because this amino acid sequence will change. What will happen during denaturation? Important reasoning question. You know denaturation definition. What will happen during denaturation? You know very well about primary structure, secondary structure and tertiary structure. When we do denaturation in protein, secondary and tertiary structure will be destroyed. During denaturation, secondary structure and tertiary structure will be destroyed. There is no change in primary structure. Okay, this is also important reasoning question. Two important reasoning question. First one is, what do you mean by denaturation? Second reasoning question, what will happen during denaturation? So second reasoning question, during denaturation, secondary structure and tertiary structure will be destroyed. There is no change in primary structure. I mean primary structure cannot be destroyed. Okay. Example, boiling of egg, curding of milk. These are all example for denaturation, boiling of egg. Curding of milk. These are all example for denaturation. Okay. So next our topic, enzymes. What do you mean by enzymes? Enzymes means what? Polymer of globular protein. You know very well protein types. There are two types, fibrous protein and globular protein. Polymer of globular protein is called as enzyme. Polymer of globular protein. Polymer of globular protein is called as enzyme. What do you mean by protein? Polymer of alpha amino acid is called as protein. Polymer of globular protein is called as enzymes. Okay. Next, it is also called as biocatalyst. This enzyme is also called as biocatalyst. What's the reason? Why it is called as a biocatalyst? You know very well, so many chemical reaction takes place in our body. Digestion is a chemical reaction. Okay, so many chemical reaction takes place in our body in presence of enzymes. So these enzymes are called as biocatalyst. Very clear? In presence of enzymes only, so many chemical reaction takes place in our body. So these enzymes are called as biocatalyst. Okay. Now I am going to give some example for enzymes. You know invertase, zymase, maltase, amylase, urease, pepsin, trypsin. These are all example for enzymes. What's the use of this invertase enzyme? Sucrose, you know, invertase, sucrose. What's the molecular formula of sucrose? C12H22O11. Sucrose. I am going to do hydrolysis process in sucrose. It gives alpha glucose and beta fructose. Alpha glucose and beta fructose. In this chemical reaction, invertase enzyme acts as catalyst. So what's the use of invertase? It is used to convert sucrose to alpha glucose and beta fructose. Okay, next zymase. What's the use of zymase? This glucose, alpha glucose is converted into alcohol, ethanol, in presence of zymase. What's the use of zymase catalyst? The zymase catalyst is used to convert glucose to ethanol. Okay. Next, maltose. What's the use of maltose? Maltase, not maltose. Maltose to glucose. Alpha glucose. In this chemical reaction, maltase acts as a catalyst. Okay. Amylase, starch to glucose. Amylase. Urease, urea, NH2, C double bond O, NH2, okay, plus hydrolysis. Urease, ammonia plus carbon dioxide. So, in this first chemical reaction, starch to glucose, here invertase acts as catalyst. Second reaction, glucose to ethanol, here zymase acts as catalyst. Maltose to alpha glucose, here maltase acts as catalyst. These are all enzymes. Okay, it acts as catalyst. Okay, next I am going to teach its important characteristics of enzymes. Okay, so what do you mean by enzymes? And already I have given its example also. Now I am going to teach important characteristics of enzymes. Characteristics of enzymes. So first important character, its optimum temperature 310 Kelvin. In this temperature only enzymes activity highly active. Above this temperature or below this temperature, this enzyme does not act as catalyst. It does not involved in chemical reaction. In this temperature only highly active. Enzymes are highly active in 310 Kelvin. So its optimum temperature is 310 Kelvin. Its optimum pH. Optimum pH 5 to 7. In this pH only enzyme act as catalyst, highly active. Okay, and then enzymes are highly active, highly efficient. Because one molecule of enzyme, just only one molecule of enzyme is converted to, 1 million reactant molecules to product molecule. Just one molecule of enzyme is used to convert 1 million reactant molecule to product molecule. These are all important characters of enzymes. Okay, so next our topic, vitamins. What do you mean by vitamin? Vital amines are called as vitamin. Vital amines are called as, because it is derived from the word vital and amine. Because in earlier days it is found that these compounds contains amino group. That's why it is called as vitamins. These vitamins cannot synthesized by our body. Our body can synthesize only one vitamin, vitamin D only. In presence of sunlight, our body can synthesize. The remaining vitamins cannot synthesize our body, but most of the vitamins can synthesize plants. Plants can synthesize vitamins. Okay, so vitamins can be classified into two types. One is a water soluble vitamin, another one is fat soluble vitamin. Water soluble vitamin, vitamin B and vitamin C, these are all water soluble vitamins. Vitamins, how many types? Two types. One is water soluble vitamin, another one is fat soluble vitamin. Vitamin B and vitamin C, these two vitamins are water soluble vitamin. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, these are all fat soluble vitamin, water insoluble vitamin. First of all, I am going to explain about water soluble vitamin. Vitamin B and vitamin C, these are all water soluble vitamin. Regularly we have to take these vitamins in our diet. We should take water soluble vitamin regularly in our diet, because it is soluble in water, readily excreted in urine. So we should take these vitamins regularly. Okay, so it is soluble in water. Next one is fat soluble vitamin. Vitamin A, D, E, K, these are all fat soluble vitamin. Okay, next our topic, mostly they will ask its chemical name, deficiency disease. These two only they will ask, deficiency disease and the chemical name only they will ask in board examination. Vitamin A, vitamin A, its chemical name retinol. Chemical name is very important, and its deficiency disease also very important. Its deficiency disease, night blindness. And xerophthalmia. Vitamin A, its chemical name is retinol. Its deficiency disease, night blindness and xerophthalmia. Next, vitamin B1. Its chemical name thiamine. Its deficiency disease, beriberi. Next, vitamin B2. Its chemical name riboflavin or riboflavin. A disorder in digestive system. Digestive disorder. And a burning sensation in skin. Burning sensation in skin. Next, vitamin B6. Its chemical name pyridoxine. It's a disease conversion. Next, vitamin B12. Its chemical name cyanocobalamin. It's a deficiency disease, RBC deficient in hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Next, vitamin C. Vitamin C, its chemical name ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid. It's a disease, scurvy. Next, vitamin D. Vitamin D, its chemical name calciferol. Vitamin D, calciferol. It's a deficiency disease, rickets. Next, vitamin E, tocopherol. Its chemical name tocopherol. Increased fragility in RBC. Increased fragility in RBC and muscular weakness also. Next, vitamin K. It is also called as coagulation vitamin. Vitamin K. Its name is its chemical name is coagulation vitamin. Coagulation vitamins increased blood clotting time. Okay, so in this topic I have taught in this video I have taught 3 topics. One is denaturation, second one is enzymes, third one is vitamins. Okay, these topics are very important. Okay, thank you everybody.